Did you ever laugh so hard that you start crying and then realize mid-sob you're not even laughing anymore? Well, welcome to the Joker movie. This, lads, isn't just a movie. It's a mirror. It's the reflection of a lot of life. Now, I recommend this movie to all men and all women. Now, as you know, lads, I try and find the generic movies here. And I genuinely believe, and if any ladies have not seen this, you have to see this. Why? Because it isn't about blood and guts. There's one or two clips, scenes in there, yeah, but it's no big deal. But it's the fascination of the dark side of humanity. And boy, oh boy, does this movie turn it on its ass, make you think about yourself. The Joker isn't just that voice in your head you pretend isn't there when you smile politely in public, but fantasize about drop kicking the guy eating Doritos too loudly on the bus. You know the one. Now, let me tell you why we all need to see it. Hey, everybody with a pulse needs to see this movie. Peter. Now, you can relate to the Joker a lot in this movie because society loves pretending we're all fine. You know, just shut up, get in the corner and just stay there. We don't want to hear your problems. Now, that we're all just nice, productive, LinkedIn optimized, oat milk consuming citizens about our day, right? Joker says, yeah, well, whatever to that, throws a brick through the window of your comfort zone and says, hey, remember pain? Remember loneliness? Remember that crushing weight of being invisible while pretending you're not falling apart inside? Yeah, the Joker remembers. And he wants to dance about it, and on top of some stairs. Now, here's the setup. We've got Arthur Fleck, played by the wonderful, the amazing, the out of this world Joaquin Phoenix is without doubt, I think, the best performance he's ever done. Now, I'm going to admit it too. I would not make him as better as the Heath Ledger Joker. Absolutely not. It was a different type of Joker he brought to the table. Now, Heath Ledger, he did his portrayal, obviously, long time ago, way before Joaquin Phoenix did his. Heath Ledger won the Oscar, and Joaquin Phoenix won the Oscar. Two completely different characters playing the same character. So it's unbelievable, man. And you know, the Joker here it's a mentally ill, socially isolated man in a city that's forgotten people like him actually exist. He's invisible. No one sees this guy. He's mocked. He gets jumped for no reason. The city's a mess. He's on I think it's 7 different medications. His job is utterly, utterly humiliating. And people treat him like he's less than. And worst of all, he's trying to fit in. He's trying to be nice to people. He's trying to make people laugh in a weird way, but you can see he has good intentions. He's trying to stay good, to smile, to laugh, to sign, you know, and that's not just about the shop. That's him. Every bit of Arthur is getting stripped away piece by piece. And then it happens. Bang. He gets beaten up. Yeah. He gets fired, lied to, betrayed. He gets mocked by his hero. And I won't give too much away here, and I'll be very careful with what clips I'm showing today to the lads for you. And society shrugs, and that's when we're all starting to get nervous. You can feel the dark intensity start to rise here, because this movie, it's not about a supervillain. It's about a man breaking down in a world that says, don't you dare make us uncomfortable with your pain. And as the Joker spirals, the audience, we start to spiral too. Because deep down we know we've all kind of been him to a degree. I'm not saying all that intensity, but we've all been invisible to some people. We've all been mocked. We've all been lied to, betrayed. We've all been there. And that's the brilliance of this movie. You're on this gravy train with him, and we've all sat on that train dressed up for something that didn't pan out. We've all faked a laugh. We've all thought, is it just me, or is it getting a bit crazy out here? And that's the brilliance of it. This is not a comic book movie. This is a Greek tragedy in clown makeup. Arthur isn't the villain necessarily because he's the villain. He's the villain because he tried to be good and it didn't work, if that makes sense. And let's talk about that laugh. Oh man, that's just weird. It's not funny. It's creepy, intense, dark. It's a medical condition. You'll see what I mean when you see the movie. It comes from trauma. Think about how effed up that is. A man whose pain sounds like joy. I mean, this is peak human irony, right? The real turning points, the Murray Franklin show. And of course, we won't show you any clips, lads. We will certainly ever not try and ruin this because, oh man, wait until you see this scene if you've not seen this movie. And if you've seen it, you know the scene, and you've got to watch this movie again instantly. He walks on stage like just a broken man, half real, half performing, and very dangerous. And he delivers the line, I have it here on my screen, what do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash? And right there, lads, we all go, oh jeez. We feel like we've got a rock sitting under our backside here and we've got to adjust ourselves and get rid of it. Because suddenly, it ain't got them anymore. It's us. It's the now. It's the forgotten people, the overlooked, the ones who can't afford therapy or who grew up with nothing but silence in their homes. The movie stops being fiction and becomes an effing documentary. And Arthur doesn't care anymore. He stops trying to fit in, and it's terrifying, but also kind of liberating, being honest. And here's where I land this dark, gritty, brilliant mess of a movie. Why should you watch The Joker? Because we need to stop pretending we have a Joker inside of all. We don't have a Joker inside all of us. We all have a dark side. We all have a Joker. That kind that doesn't filter or polish it. Women need to see it because it can show you how easily men can fall apart when they can't express their vulnerability. You know? And I'm sure women for themselves, you can relate to that too. We can all lose it from time to time. It's about loneliness, identity, its worth, and the chaos that comes when we ignore all of it for way too long. And yes, it's disturbing. Yes, it's unsettling. But it's very truth-telling too. And sometimes the truth shows up in clown shoes here, lads. So go watch The Joker, not for the violence, not for the memes, not because it won Oscars. Watch it because it tells you the truth that no one wants to say out loud. We're all just one bad day away from dancing on those steps too.
Peter.
Wow.